What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to氷の城壁, Ramparts of Ice, this time of episode 9. It was a really fun episode last time out, covering more of Mickey and seeing her issues with herself, as well as the girls kind of excluding her. I did think it wasn't that hot, but whenever I turn on this light, it gets a bit hotter, so I kind of wish I put my fan on now. Big mistake from me. I thought I'd be okay as well because I literally just had a cold bath as well. You just I didn't put any ice in it, but yeah, literally just cold. I just went for a run. That was very hot. But now I'm heated straight back up. Hiding. I feel like I'm pretty good at being like invisible in situations like this. I wouldn't even need to hide. I think that's the evolution she's got to go through, which I just said about myself. Instead of like running away from the situation, just stand your ground and be quiet. Weird as that sounds. You say, yeah, nice to meet you and so on, but yeah. Not anymore. Yes, finally addressing it. I've been saying that this whole fucking time. Oh, what was that? Jesus, that is big old cockroach. Why is it censored, by the way? I was wondering why it looked so weird initially. Why is it censored? You're getting there. You're molding the right key. You're molding the right key, bro. But yeah, I can't believe it took her this long. Like, oh, he's a human as well. He has his own thoughts and issues, and like, it's much easier than done. I always say about when I was a teenager, I never gave a crap out of people's thoughts and feelings and such. So I would just blurt out whatever I wanted to say, my opinion, my whatever it would be. And I wouldn't care how it like affected the class or how it disrupted things, or like it would just like, yeah. It's one of those things you develop though in life, I think. I mean, I definitely developed like an inner kind of monologue and would say things back to myself and see how they came out and how they affected other people and so on. But I definitely didn't have that, and I know for a fact there's billions of people out there that don't have like an internal voice. And I can imagine it being very weird if, because again I've experienced both. I imagine when I didn't have one and I would have been told about it, I'd be like, what the hell is going on in your head? But yeah, I don't want to sound disrespectful or anything, but I think you probably do care a bit more about other people if you do have an internal voice in your head. Maybe that's not right to say. Maybe you care about other people is the wrong way of saying it. You're probably more nervous. You probably go through situations a bit more. You probably worry a bit more, but you're also probably a bit more kind of adaptable to people in the way they are and what you say affects them as such. If that makes any sense. I definitely like the difference between me now and 10 years ago is like night and day. Not like that, bro. Come on now. So of course she wants him to go with Koyun, doesn't she? Koyun wants him to go with her, and he likes her, and I think they make a good couple. You can understand why you'd think him and Koyun would make a really good couple as well, but. So I actually think what I've been saying this whole time about there being additional characters to be introduced, I actually think the character I was referring to from the opening with the blonde hair is actually Mickey. I actually think that's her. I thought that was a dude that was yet to be introduced. I'll go back to it quickly. God, I wish I put my fan on. Where is it? It's like right near the end here. Oh no, this was the guy I was referring to. I thought that was Mickey for a sec. I mean, it looks like Mickey to be fair, just with grey hair, not blonde. So yeah, still yet to meet that guy. Honestly, like I thought that was her for a minute. I was like, oh, that's her. She just got different colour hair, of course. This is gonna be awkward now, isn't it? Can you imagine coming out from there? Like, how the hell are we going to explain that we came out from under the teacher's desk together? Well, that looks sus as hell, doesn't it? I think you just got to continue to hide until they're gone. Maybe one at a time. After, well, I don't think that would work actually. Wait till they're not looking. Sorry, guys. I think there's a bit of personal bias in there from you as well. What is that? I think this might be the first act of kindness he's ever received in this show. You gonna eat that? It's almost weird to see Japanese people use a fork. Fuck that. I ain't doing that. Fair enough. No, she's gonna think I can relate. Yeah, I get it. Joe, I'm not great at it. I can manage, but I'm much better like a solo worker or a one-to-one kind of worker. Much better in that way. Little fast travel. Oh, oh, look at you. You're gonna fall over. Yeah, yeah, it's just that. Yeah, no chance. Raw dog in the train like that, no chance. So I like this analogy. Do you want an analogy? This metaphor? I don't know what you want to call it. Visual metaphor. I don't know. Yeah, I think you've changed a bit. I don't think she's changed a dramatic amount, but she certainly is opening up and thinking more, such in a thinking more in a good way. She's always thinking a lot, overthinking, but yeah. That's the thing. I don't think you can expect like a total change in her character. She's always going to be the way she is. She's just got to um slight like yeah small things, small thought processes, small little changes do a big job. Pretty annoying, isn't it? Now I've got to spend your time focusing on her not seeing this guy and trying to have fun. was bullshit. I remember that being absolute bullshit. He definitely remembered. So he's a character I want to look more into. I guarantee we will. I guarantee we will at some point. Whether it's this season or next season, I'm not sure. With Mario Kart. Super Racer game. Oh shit. That was close. Bit of a Diddy Kong. I never went to the arcades too much. But when I did, that's pretty much it. So it was just like Guitar Hero, House of the Dead. Didn't really play the racing games or anything that much. Played a lot of the racing games in Yakuza. And the arcade games in Yakuza, that's for damn sure. What does that say? Adopts. Absolutely rampaging right there. This is intriguing. I do wonder how she would get on with him now. Is he hiding? Yeah. He's so protective of that bag. I'm already applauding you, Kevin, for just speaking up like this. That's already a big step, honestly. Honestly, if I was in a situation, I would have just stayed quiet. So I can applaud her for that already. Just the thought of her. See, I think this is a different situation to that than with the orange-haired guy whose name I forget. It's similar because he's a kind of similar type of guy, but she didn't really like give him a chance before recently, and she very much like wrote him off until, as we saw earlier this episode, she said, "Oh, he's a human too. He's got emotions and issues and thoughts and so on as well." But I mean, you could apply that to this guy as well, but I do think it is different because I can't really put it into words, but it does just feel very different. They're similar kind of situations actually, but this guy, I mean, it did kind of seem to verge on bullying from what we have seen in the past. I don't know if I would go as far as to say it was definitely the case, but he was always making jokes at her expense and such. And I know that's a way some people like flirt and show their way of liking other people, but I don't. I'm not really a big fan of that. But I understand her kind of self reflections with the orange haired guy, and I think that it's accurate to be like, oh yeah, you know, I was kind of in the wrong for not giving him a chance. In this instance, I mean, he had plenty of chances to not be an asshole and like to make these jokes and such, but I don't like. I kind of agree with her blaming herself a bit with the orange haired guy. Not to say there was like anything major there. She just didn't give him a chance and kind of wrote him off as someone as a Igarashi type. Whereas with this guy, I don't think she should blame herself. Well, I mean, the way she handled it, again, I can relate a lot to this situation in a lot of ways. The way she handled it, maybe like by saying this mean stuff, and like, I mean, it's kind of tit for tat in that respect, so it's not that bad. But you know, it's like two wrongs don't make a right, I guess. But I don't really like. Yeah, I can't really hold it against that, to be honest with you. But yeah, as I said, fair play to her. I would have just stayed quiet, honestly, in this situation. I've been in this situation before a few times with like ex girlfriends and such, and said like hello and such. But yeah, pretty much just like stayed quiet and like try to keep away and not address that kind of old situation. So yeah, she's a better person than me, that's for sure. As I said, that's why I can applaud her here, actually facing this. I mean, it's especially awkward when it was like with a girl like that. I was the one that broke up with them and such, and like, yeah, he always sounds so annoyed though. He's always in some kind of mood. He's not a nice person, is he? He always got something like nasty to say at the end of something. Like he could have just said like, "Yeah, that's okay." But he had to add like, "Look, that's any of your business," or like something horrid like that. But on that point that she says there, yeah, I definitely sometimes do things very out of character and very extroverted that you wouldn't expect from me sometimes. But as I said, most of the time I would just try and like yeah, stay away from the situation. Everything seems to be a pain for you. No, I think we were shown that relatively recently, weren't we? I can't answer that one. Yeah, that's the correct answer there, isn't it? It's what I come to a lot of the time when I think back on like my past relationships and such. Like, well, that's finished and done. That will never be changed. So they can learn from it and such, but don't think about it too much because there's no point. Like when you think of it, like I've got plenty of embarrassing memories. When you think back on those, you're like, oh, I can't believe I've done that. It's so cringe and like so on. It's like, well, you learn and it's done. No one else remembers, so just forget about it. Yeah, much easier said than done, of course, but yeah. So she also done this to get back at that girl. Interesting. Interesting. See, that's something I don't like. I really don't like that. If that's the case, is that what that was saying there? It wasn't just like getting back at Igarashi a bit by like going out with him and then dumping him. It was actually this girl liked Igarashi, and obviously we saw her like actually bullying Koyan. Um, but it was like, yeah, two birds with one stone a little bit, I guess. Probably actually more so directed at this girl, I'd assume. But in the meantime, kind of messing with Igarashi's feelings. I'm really not a fan of that. She was young, so you can excuse it, but like there's something that stuck with me. I heard a long time ago about like you never mess with people's dreams, um, because that's the thing that's like most special to them. Um, and you can say, how does that relate? I think love and dreams they're somewhat similar. Like something very emotionally, something people are very emotionally invested in. Their dreams and aspirations, their love life. I mean, I think they're quite similar in that regard. So they're two things I'd never want to mess with. I've mentioned this plenty of times. I've always like been quite put off if a girl has had a history with like anyone I pretty much even knew, but also like friends. If like there was a girl I liked and it was she went out with my friend 3 or 4 years ago, I would be very hesitant to pursue that just because I don't really explain it, but just to not bring up those feelings for my friend, if that makes sense, like to like affect them. Maybe you should say you should just think of yourself with stuff like that, and you probably should. But yeah, I've always had a bit of like an extra kind of distaste for stuff like this. I guess this kind of like revenge, kind of dating, kind of messing with people's feelings like this. Yeah, I was not a fan of that, but she was young. Again, this was a kind of way to fight back. That wasn't direct, which again, I can totally understand. When you can't fight, you've got to find other ways of like fighting back. So this makes sense. Really not a fan of it though, and I mean it's very clear that she's learned and she hates it. I mean I'm not going to speak about them, but I've got plenty of similar things like that of like doing things to hit back at people that you really regret and yeah. So I'm no angel. I'm no angel. I can relate a lot to that, and I feel exactly the same. I very much regret, but you learn. Like you wish you hadn't done it, but you kind of wish that you kind of also wouldn't change it because that was like a big learning thing. That makes sense. So should always look back on this with distaste, I think, but hopefully in the future she can look back on that as well in a good, positive way in regards to like learning from her actions there. If I've got this right, that is. I mean, I assume that's what's happening. It was like a revenge for that on that girl, taking a man she likes. But yeah, good episode. Another really good episode. I really like how the orange haired guy and Koyuna get along. I think they get along really nicely. I really want to see even more Igarashi, to be honest. I want to go deep into his character. I think that would be really interesting. We got a little glimpse of it today with Koyuna addressing him, which was very well done of her. But yeah, really good episode. As I said through the previous kind of 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, it's definitely getting stronger as it goes along. The show, isn't it? Definitely getting stronger. I think it's because a few of the kind of like I don't know how to word it, to be honest with you, but yeah, I'm enjoying it more and more. I think it's probably that kind of character growth and development and change that is just like it's just going to keep getting more and more interesting. But yeah, as I said, fun episode. Love that kind of visual metaphors with the kind of frog in water with the fish kind of standing out as being different. Then taking a step back and kind of changing her environment herself. But yeah, love the scene with her like addressing Igarashi, just saying how school life. I really don't like this guy. Like, he strikes me as someone that's not as bad as he seems, but he's also just like negative all the fucking time, like all the time. So it's like, yeah, I don't feel awfully bad for him or anything whatsoever, actually. But yeah, help me out with the ending if you guys got a good interpretation of it. I think I'm right in saying that that whole thing has been like revealed as a slight kind of revenge plot thing, but maybe I'm totally wrong in saying that. But yeah, if you could help with that, I would appreciate it. Let me know what you guys thought about this episode in the comments though. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy it, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 10, I believe.